happening here. It's the Teens on Tanning Forum. Young melanoma survivors are telling their stories to help educate their peers about the very real dangers of tanning. Joining me this morning to tell us more about it is Meghan Rothschild, a local melanoma survivor who has made appearances nationwide to help spread awareness. Good morning, Meghan.
Good morning.
The first thing I said to you was that you look beautiful and you also have a sun-kissed glow to you. Could you tell us a little bit about your story?
Yes, I am a stage 2 melanoma survivor. I was diagnosed at the young age of 20 after 2.5 years of seeking UV rays any way I could through artificial sources like tanning booths to the sun, just not protecting my skin and not wearing sunblock. And it's funny that you mentioned that because that's exactly what I go for. I always have a bronzer or sunless tanner on because when I'm sharing my story, I like to be able to tell kids you can obtain a glow without actually having to harm yourself and put yourself in danger by obtaining, by getting UV rays. So it's nice to know it's working.
Absolutely it is. And before we kind of get to the forum, I just want to also, I hope people are tuning in at home because your story is so important to know. It's very common that girls and boys are tanning these days, and I did it when we were getting ready for proms, and even if it's one time, it can really be hurtful. And my mom, she has had skin cancer, and I would still shrug it off. So what can kids do nowadays, or what can parents tell them so that they don't go tanning?
Well, I think first and foremost, it's a really great statistic to know that by visiting a tanning booth just once a month, it increases your risk of melanoma by 75%.
It's a huge number.
It's a huge number. So, and these kids, these young people who are going tanning, they're not just going once a month, they're going once a week. And so your chances of getting melanoma just increase. And unfortunately, melanoma is the second most common form of cancer for young people ages 15 to 29. We used to see this cancer in an older male population, but now we're seeing it in the younger teens and young adults. So knowing those two facts and being able to talk to your kids about protecting the largest organ in your body, your skin, I think is really important.
And knowing that there's alternatives that you can use.
Absolutely. There's so many alternatives out there. Of course, sunless tanning and spray tans do not provide a healthy tan or a base tan. You still have to wear an SPF. And we urge kids to really love the skin that you're in and love the way you look. But we understand that that's a challenge for young people. So.
Okay, tell us about the forum. What's going on there?
So we are hosting a forum tomorrow at East Cranston High. We've got about 100 kids coming out, over 6 high schools represented. And this forum, we share our stories of survival. But what's really important is we give kids the tools to be able to go back and lead by example. So when they're confronted with a situation where they want to, friends want them to go tanning or people want to go to the beach without wearing SPF, we give kids the tools to be able to talk to their peers and convince them otherwise.
Okay. And any other important messages that you'd like to kind of let everybody know today?
I think it's just important to really pay attention to your skin. We ignore it, we torture it, we put it out in the sun, we put makeup all over it. See a dermatologist once a year and really just make sure that you're watching spots and freckles because melanoma is 100% curable if it's caught in time.
Well, thank you very much. Those are great tips, and it's very important to go see the dermatologist for sure. All right, well, thanks for joining us today, Meghan.
Thanks for having me.
And if you'd like more information about attending this free forum, you can get all of the details at WPRI.com.